So I have a couple questions about the respiratory system and
Okay.
negative feedback loops. Like, I really just don't understand the whole process.
Okay, so you just want me to go through the whole thing with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just step by step.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn it this way. Okay, so this on the board is actually a really good example. I'm not sure who drew it, but are you familiar with like chemical equilibria?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you have too much CO2 over here, it's gonna want to like shift the direction. That's gonna like use it up. So it's gonna run this way, and then what are you gonna have too much of over here?
Hydrogen.
Yeah, so you'll have too much hydrogen, which is gonna make the pH go down, because it's gonna be more acidic. So these are like
Wait, so the CO2 runs to the
so
right.
It'll use up the extra CO2 you have from like say like holding your breath or if you have asthma. So the extra CO2 you have is gonna use it up and it's gonna shift to make more H+.
Oh, and then because it's shifting, there's going to be more H+?
Yeah. So if you have too
okay.
much CO2, you're gonna have too much H+ as a result.
Okay.
So you're gonna be acidotic. And then so these scales are like a good depiction of what's happening. So say this was like what you want to be. This is at homeostasis, like perfect equilibrium. In your body, obviously you don't only have 3 CO2s, but you'd want 3, and then you have 3 H as a result. If you hold your breath and like don't breathe out enough CO2, you're gonna have way too much, and it's gonna push the scale down a lot. And so you're gonna need to run which way to even it out?
Right.
Yeah, towards the hydrogen. So then your body's gonna like make up for all of that by sending action potentials to the diaphragm to like breathe out more. So like you're like breathing more heavy, like breathing out more CO2, and it's gonna come back down. But sometimes you go down too much, and then you're gonna have too much or too little CO2, and then like too much hydrogen, like super fast, you know. So then before it catches up, it's gonna be here, hypocapnia.
So hypocapnia is a result. Is it always a result of?
No, but this
hypocapnia?
hypocapnia is like too little CO2, and then as a result, you're gonna have too little. Actually, whoever drew this picture drew it wrong, so I'll just like fix it. So it's gonna be. So your body's making up for this problem by breathing out CO2. So eventually, you're gonna actually.
So you're getting rid of more of the CO2.
Yeah. So eventually, you're actually gonna end up having like too little of. Once it does even out, if your body like overcompensates and you breathe out too much CO2, now you're gonna have like too little. Because remember up here we said you need 3 and 3 to be like perfect. So you're gonna have too little of both. And so this is where you'll see hypocapnia. Hypo as in not enough. And then as a result,
hypocapnia in regards to the CO2.
Yeah, and then it's going to be alkalosis in regards to the H+. So those two always go together, alkalosis and hypocapnia. And so the reverse is going to happen in your body where you're going to start breathing in less. So your peripheral nervous system is going to notice this low hydrogen content in your central or cerebral spinal fluid. And they're going to send action potentials to your central nervous system that are going to tell the diaphragm, like, slow down.
So you can rebuild
like,
up
yeah,
your
exactly.
CO2.
So yeah, and then the whole thing just keeps on going. Does that make sense? Goes through the body, you're going to have it. Yeah, CO2 is added, it comes back through the heart to go back to the lungs, and then where are you confused there?
I was just trying to remember because you have like the alveoli, like sacs, right? Like you have like a higher pressure outside your body, and then when it comes in, and then once it passes through the respiratory membrane, then you would have a lower concentration of oxygen, right?
Yeah.
Because like I had when I drew it originally, I had the capillary bed above here, but then he was like, no, it's in here. Like capillary bed, like the alveoli and the lungs, capillary bed and alveoli are legit in the lungs.
Yeah.
And like this
Do you want me to like draw it for you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So in the you have like the lungs, and then they come down wherever the trees.
Yeah.
And then like the alveoli like stretch off of this. Do you did you get that part?
Yeah, there are like millions of them.
Yeah. So which like you said you thought they were outside of the lungs though?
No, I was just drawing the capillary bed above the lungs,
so
but
yeah.
that's wrong.
Yeah.
So when oxygen, I think, I don't know if I'm confused with, but like when oxygen is added to the blood,
So
that's
this
from
is like
that's
this
from
is
the
like a capillary or a blood vessel. So when O2 comes this way,
yeah. So it's from the alveoli into the blood.
yeah,
Okay.
and the alveoli are like surrounded by like little like capillaries that have like membranes that allow CO2 and oxygen to switch places.
The alveoli.
Yeah, so the oxygen goes into the alveoli and then diffuses into the blood that way
Right.
through the into the capillaries.
Right.
Yeah, and then those capillaries are gonna lead back to the heart and then get pumped throughout the body. Yes,
Yeah.
like what you have.
So okay, so is I guess the alveoli is the main site of diffusion then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the alveoli, where the alveoli meets like this is alveoli, it like meets a capillary bed or whatever, like a vessel.
Does each alveoli have its own capillary bed?
Yeah, like
Each
of them
individual?
is like a little ball surrounded by a capillary bed.
Oh, so each, like, because they're so tiny, but each
Yeah.
one has its own capillary bed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no problem.